It's October. So instead of doing a story tonight, I'm actually going to do a horror movie about the first time I watched a horror movie called Paranormal Activity 3. And in order to do this right and make it the best experience for y'all, there's some things you need to know about me and some things I actually need from you. First, my worst character flaw is that when I'm right, I need you to know it. I need you to admit it. So when I hold up the number 1, I need you all to tell me you're wrong. All right, let's practice. Perfect. Number 2, I have 2 daughters when they get cast in this movie. They're 4 and 3. So when I hold up number 2, I need you guys to say, you have 2 daughters. Perfect. Number 3, I hate horror movies. Like so much so that every time I lose a bet, the punishment is always I have to watch one. And my least favorite part is at the end when you think you're in the clear and then they hit you with another twist and it scares the crap out of you. So when I hold up the number 3, I need you all to say, that's not how this ends.
That's not how this ends.
Perfect. April 16th, 2011. It's a Saturday. We're at a dining room table. It's me, my 2 daughters, my then wife, and my buddy Austin. Action. Completely unprompted, Austin says, boy, I need to make sure I file my taxes by tax day, which we know is April 18th. Wrong, not even close. It was Friday the 15th. It's always the 15th. You're wrong, you're late, and you're wrong. And he says, you want to bet? And of course I want to bet because I know I'm right. Oh, DC, you guys are so smart because of course you know that when DC Law 15288 was enacted in 2004, it changed how Emancipation Day was observed, which made April 15th in 2011 a federal holiday. The 18th was tax day. But I didn't know that, and so I shook Austin's hand. And then he slides his phone across the table, open up to an article that explains that. Oh my God, I was wrong. All right, what movie are we watching? Paranormal Activity 3. And so immediately I started thinking this is 2011, streaming's not really a thing. He's gonna have to go out and get a hard copy. Next time we hang out, watch it. So if I just end the friendship, I never actually have to watch it. And so while I'm debating this, I look down at the date on the article and it's like a month old. He's been sitting on this information and he pulls out a hard copy of it. I've been set up. This is premeditated, but there's another way out of it. I take my kids, I go upstairs, turn on the landing, go up the second flight, down the hall, get them in bed. Sail on the bottom bunk, Helene on the top bunk. And then I lay down on the ground to do what all parents do when it's their turn to put the kids to sleep. Fall asleep myself. Because if I do that, he'll get bored and leave, like a pack of wild dogs, I guess. And yeah, I'm trying to Irish goodbye my own home, which I'm not proud of, but desperate times. And so I lay there and finally my wife comes up and she says, hey, the girls are asleep and Austin's waiting, the movie's ready. I look at Sayla on the bottom bunk, she's dead asleep. So reluctantly I get up, I go out, close the door behind me. Now I'm not gonna horrify you, especially you little kids in the front row, about this movie, but just so you know, it's about a family with 2 little girls and their house is demon possessed. And it's the scariest movie that anyone ever made. Hit way too close to home, and by the time Austin leaves, I'm just frozen. My heart's beating out of my chest. I can't move. The ice maker goes off. The AC. I can hear my impending death creeping closer and closer. And finally, I'm like, all right, just man up. Let's go upstairs into the darkness. Let's go to sleep, and let's put this nightmare to bed once and for all. So I go up the stairs. I turn on the landing. But as I start to go up the second flight, I come face to face with pause, rewind. Yeah, I'm trying to Irish goodbye my own home. Not proud of it, but desperate times. Finally, my wife comes in and she says, hey, the girls are asleep and Austin's waiting for you. The movie's ready. And I look at Sayla. She's dead asleep on the bottom bunk. And I reluctantly get up, leave, and close the door behind me. Helena's not asleep. And she takes all her stuffed animals off the top bunk. She gets all her princess dresses out of the closet. She spreads Legos everywhere and she plays for hours until she's dead tired. And then she gets up. She goes out into the hallway with her hair all like this, like a tired kid, and her ghost white nightgown, and she walks down the hallway and starts to go down the stairs. Unpause. Face to face with the demon girl from the movie! Oh my God! Oh, it's just Helena. And I'm like, buddy, what are you doing? And she's like, I'm tired. So I pick her up, carry her into the room, clear a path through the toys. I get her in bed. And as I'm laying there, it gives me time to calm down. And I kind of can laugh about it like you guys did. And I realized, there's really nothing to be scared of. And that's how I learned not to be afraid of scary movies. All right, we're there. Of course not. This is a scary movie. Rewind, unpause. The demon go from the movie! But I scare the crap out of Helena. She starts screaming, wakes everyone in the house up. I try and get her in the room, step on a Lego going across. Her sister sees all the toys out. She wants to play everywhere. Takes me 90 minutes to get them to bed. I finally do it, go back out, step on another Lego. And when I close the door behind me, I'm so hyped up from the fear and the adrenaline and the misery that I don't sleep right for a week. But I'll tell you this, I will never make another bet like that again. I mean, unless I know I'm right.